The story starts on a full moon night when the cry of the baby is heard in a cabin. The man in the cabin would take his axe and frighten the enemy, but he found no one there. The man thought that he is hearing phantom sounds ever since he found out that they couldn't have a child. Suddenly he finds a child in that cabin. He checks on the child whether he is alive or not. Just then, his wife arrives all sleepy and looks at the child her husband is holding. At this moment, the hunter Vincent and his wife declare the child as their own son. When the child grows, he becomes very interested in magic books. He asks his father about magic and he explains to him a little about what he knows about magic. Vincent regrets not being enough for his son, but the smile on his son's face calms him down. One day, the father takes the boy to the city, giving him instructions not to approach any noble and not to go too far from there. The child asks a grandfather if he knows about magic, but the grandpa replies with a no and tells him about a library. The child goes to the library but gets thrown out of there. Outside the library, he sees the nobles carrying the books and follows some nobles and gets caught by the guards and gets interrogated. He manages to outsmart them and escapes from their escape. He listened to the voice of a person explaining magic. The magician notices the presence of the boy and asks him to come over there. He climbs the wall and enters the courtyard of the nobles. The magician asks him why he wants to listen to his speech. The boy replies that he wants to see magic. The magician shows him a spell that creates wind. He gets scared by the sudden flow of wind caused by magic. He asks the magician to explain to him what magic is. The old man laughs and explains to him what magic is. He explains to the boys about the spiritual zone, which is the base of the magic, which allows the holder to see what is far away. He tries to enter the spirit zone, and after he finishes he tells that he only heard different sounds. The magician repents that what if this child was born into a noble family, he has the talent to become the greatest magician. After that, he jumps the walls and gets out of the courtyard. After that, he runs from there and crashes into a guy from a grand. He apologizes to them, but the guy doesn't listen to him. He tries to teach him a lesson, but suddenly gets stopped by the voice of a girl. It comes out that the girl was a noble. The boy asks for help, but she didn't help him. The man kicks him and asks the boy to get his mother to compensate. The hole and kicks him and gives him a beating. The boy suddenly unleashes the wind magic and sends everyone flying away. The poor boy, siren scared, gets saved by some men who come there hearing the sound. After that, the boy comes back home. Time passes, and one day his father found him while cutting wood and uses a high-level technique known as thunderstrike, which breaks a tree in one shot. This is just the basic explanation of the manhwa. I am not going to spoil the whole thing, as you will definitely find it more interesting while reading it yourself. You should definitely read this manhwa on my recommendation. Read some chapters to find out how he becomes friends with a noble and how he enters the noble's magic academy. The girl from the beginning also has a special role in this story. Just read and enjoy the manhwa and let me know after reading it in the comments how much you rate this out of 10. Thanks for watching.